Dear matchmakers and connectors and community organizers, welcome back to SmartMatch TV. And today I would like to dive into one very important topic that everybody is asking: how to customize SmartMatchApp for your matchmaking, for your community, for your networking business, for example. And there's only 5 steps that it takes to customize SmartMatchApp for your business. If you're running currently some system that is not specialized for matchmaking, for example, Monday.com or Salesforce or HubSpot, and you're using it for matchmaking, then you'll be surprised how much more productive, how much more efficient you can be with SmartMatchApp for specifically designed for your matchmaking business. In fact, if you go to our channel, one of the buttons below, just go to our channel and look at all the videos. You will see interviews there with my clients. We have thousands of clients who are using our CRM for matchmaking, connecting, and mentorship businesses, for example, networking businesses, community businesses. And you will see when I interview them, they all say the same thing, that their business became a lot more efficient because our system is specialized in matchmaking. They can create workflows specifically designed for their business, and they can match people, introduce people, engage people in a much more productive, scalable way. So I encourage you to check our channel as well, and let's dive today into the 5 steps how to customize your matchmaking CRM for your unique matchmaking business. You are gonna love it, so stick around. The first point I'm gonna cover is how to set up profile fields, customizable profile fields. If you're a community or a matchmaker, pretty much any business out there, especially business that's membership organization or membership related business, you will need a database. You will need a good quality database. Database is basically a set of fields that are searchable, and our system is very customizable in the database area. For example, you can create any profile fields for first name, last name, title of the person, if it's a work related or business related, a company of a person, website. You can also add things like number of kids or political affiliations. You can create drop downs, for example, for different parties and choose one, ethnicities, or even hobbies. You know, in the business environment, you can create company sizes, investment required for the company when you're matching businesses for investment, for example, mentorship. The topic for mentorship could be business, marketing, HR, personal development. All of those choices can be created in SmartMatchApp, including like the personal things like height of a person or the color of the hair, for example, if there is any hair. And then also, for example, drop down of preferences. If you want a marriage, if you want to marry someone with children or not. And the list goes on and on. There is a lot of preferences that you could use in your community, in your matchmaking business, right? And they're all customizable. So what you do, when you create a startup trial with SmartMatchApp, you just either yourself or with our customer success manager, and our training is completely free. You go over the fields that you want to create, the criteria you want to create, and you can start adding them one by one. There is no limit to how many profile fields you can create. You can also start deciding which of those fields will be matchable, which will be used in matching preferences or not, which is the next topic. And then you can actually create your entire database that's searchable by this criteria. So for example, at the end of this exercise, once you enter all the profile fields, if you want to search your database by profile fields, like age, you can then type anyone aged between 20 to 40. You can then say gender, male 20 to 40. You can then add political affiliation, Republican male between 20 to 40, Democratic male between 20 to 40, etc., etc. So this way you can find very easily your clients. You can add locations, proximity. For example, someone who lives from the downtown New York, 20 miles, right? All of that is very customizable and possible. And once you do that, then your database becomes quite useful, quite matchable, and then you can start scaling your business. So now we're going to talk about matching in the next area, and we will show you the screenshots how this actually done. It's very practical video. And then you can start actually setting up your match preferences in the next section. So stick around. We'll go over that in point number 2. Next point, number 2, step number 2 is to create matching preferences. You have your profile fields, right? Now you want to match people automatically, literally, in your community. What do I mean automatically? Well, if you have men in your database who are looking for women, if you have mentors who are looking for mentees, if you have businesses who are looking for investors, you can set up preferences so that everyone in your profile starts getting suggestions, and those suggestions are actually prioritized by match preferences and by match percentages. Now you can actually get best matches on the top of your list. Once you have the best matches, then it just takes a few other clicks and you can start making introductions. We'll talk about making introductions in the next step, but setting up the preferences is the very important step you have to go through with our customer success manager or on your own again and set up the preferences for your normal client workflow. Once the preferences are set, you can use them for 2 ways. One, you can use them manually. You can create searches. You can search for anybody who is looking for example, for investor interested to invest in a company between $10 to $20 million in revenue. You can look for all the female clients in your database who are interested to meet a man in his 50s who lives in Dallas, for example, as an example. And the examples go on and on, right? You get the idea. It's completely customizable and it is designed for searching, for matching, and for introducing people, whether manually, personally, or automatically. We'll go about that into automation section. So you get the idea. Step number 1, set up the profile. Step number 2, set up the matching preferences. And that's it. The next step we'll cover in a minute is about setting up your communication and introduction templates. Stick around. Introduction templates, communication templates, welcome messages, follow-up messages, all of those messages can be templated or personally written, or both, right? So in this step, what we recommend is to go over all of your communications, figure out which ones are templatable, which ones you can create templates, and you can create those templates in SmartMatchApp very easily. Once you have that, you can use them for introductions. So for example, you can create a customizable introduction template and just click one click when you have a match, and it goes out to both people at the same time, and it says, hey, dear customers, I'm introducing you. You guys have a good match between yourself. It's 90% match. You should meet. And then from there, either you set up the meetings for them, which is very, very easy to do. We have a calendar feature. You can create events with the dating availability. Check one of our videos in the channel. You will see all of those how-to videos. I'm not going to focus on all those details, but you can create events, dates based on the matches, and then send people out on a date or on a meeting, and then follow up with them as well after the date. So it's completely like a full cycle. But just to keep up with the templates, with the communications, so you can send introduction to 2 people, they will reply to you, and then you can actually basically set up the next automation or the next communication template to give you feedback how their date went, and to give you like a rating. The date was 10 out of 10, and then you can know what to do next. You see how customized and specific it is for matchmaking business or for networking business, for example. So that is what is possible, and we can go into more details. For example, you can have welcome messages. Somebody creates a form on your website, submits a form on your website, he gets a welcome message. The welcome message could be automated, but through a template. The next thing, they can get an introduction or a meeting to screen their profile, to identify all the matching preferences, to add all the information, more photos, more videos, or more resume to their profile. Just build their profile. Next thing you can do is you can send them introductions on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and then the system will send you also communication messages to you or to them about not forgetting to follow up, and creating a reminder to set the next date or the next meeting for them, which is due, let's say, in a week. So all of those communication messages are completely customizable and templatable, if there is a word for that, templatable. So you can set up all those templates, and imagine how much time you can save. It's just incredible. a lot of time, a lot of hours. In fact, most of our clients who use our CRM say like we save them so much time that their business really changed. Our CRM changed their entire life. But hey, don't take my word for it. Check the videos, check the interviews with our clients on our channel and see what they say about our CRM. Some of them say, most of them say it's the golden standard for matchmaking industry, for networking industry, for engaging the clients. So check it out on your own. We continue with step number 3 in a minute. The next very important point about setting up, customizing your system for you is obviously, and it's very importantly, automations. They're all completely customizable. You can create delays, how long to delay a certain action. For example, once the customer submits themselves on your website, you can say, send the automated welcome message in 2 hours, in 1 hour, in 1 day, in 1 week, up to you. You can also set up automations to remind you to send introductions and to match people on a weekly, on a monthly basis. You can also set up automations to follow up on the client's introductions. Once they receive the introduction, set up that you will want to follow up, for example, in a couple of days to see how the introduction went. You can also set up automations to actually create a follow-up with your own team members. Once you assign a task to a team member, yes, we have task management tool as well, and it can completely replace tools like monday.com. Actually, you can be all in one place, or like other project management or task management to-do lists. It's all there and it's all related to your clients in database. It's wonderful. Check it out. So if you assign a client to one of your team members, this automation can remind them to complete the task, to complete the match, to complete the client interview, don't forget to follow up on the new client, to complete onboarding with the client, to add all the pictures that you need, videos, files, resumes that you need to complete the profile. Obviously, when the team grows, it's harder and harder to manage all this. So automations don't necessarily replace you, but they help all of you to stay more on top of the tasks and not to forget anything. And these are just some examples of how automations can be set up. There's a lot more. There's like 200 different automation workflows currently. Maybe I'll do a whole video on automations one other time, but they are powerful. Just take the time to set up your main flows, and then your system will be completely running like a digital assistant, like your digital employee working for you day and night. So it's a very important step, and we are obviously showing you the screenshots how this can be done, but also take a moment, book a free demo with our customer success manager. It's free. Dive into it, customize it for your business, how you want it, and get to matching sooner the better. Make the world better by connecting people, creating relationships, creating value, creating wonderful connections in this world. That's what matchmaking is all about. Step number 5, the last for today, but not the least. Matchmaking CRM has a website form feature, completely customizable as well. So you remember how I was talking about profile fields, matching preference fields, communication templates, and also the automations. Well, all of those things can be combined into this website form creation, right? You have a website and you want to start intaking your clients, submitting the clients from your website. By the way, there's no limit to how many web forms you can create. You can create them for all of your landing pages. You can also, there's no limit to how many profile fields you can have on this form. You can ask people to complete the form in several steps. You can ask them to add photos, videos to your submission forms. They can be automated. As soon as the submission form is submitted on your website, your team members or you will get notification automatically. That's the workflow. And then notification says you have a new client submitted, and you will be reminded to do the intake phone call, for example, or intake email follow-up to actually create an onboarding process, right? Everything can be quite automated and productive in your operations. And these web forms are like customizable in any way you want. You can create 5 fields to make it shorter, 10 fields to make it longer. You can make it two-step forms, short form, then the long form to follow up with it. So there is unlimited, literally unlimited workflows that you can create to intake clients into your database. And the most wonderful thing is that the web forms has all the fields already that go directly into your database, become searchable, become matchable, and you can start matching people either manually or automatically. Literally, it can take 20 seconds to 1 minute to create an introduction to somebody in your database. And that's incredible. If you compare this to trying to do this in some other systems, 5 different systems, worksheets, Excel sheets, Google Sheets, HubSpot, Sales CRM, other CRM, project management, folders or something. Some people run it on a paper still. Come on, guys. On a paper, matchmaking on a paper still in 2025, it is incredible. Get up to speed. Set up SmartMatchApp and start running your business already on the modern, effective, operational way. Scale your business. Work smart, not hard. Anyways, so that's a very important feature. People love it because business starts from intaking clients, right? And there you go. It's completely integratable with your website. If you have a website already, great. You can integrate it with the website. Style it with any color, any buttons that you want, completely stylable. If you don't have a website, we'll build you one. We have templates for matchmakers and communities that you can use to create your website real quick. And the list goes on and on. Not gonna bore you with all of the details. Just book a demo right there below. Book a demo with our customer success manager or a salesperson for free. We will set you up for free. We'll guarantee you success. No money paid upfront until you're up and running. How's that? It's the unique offer. If you just click on the video and do a demo with us, you are guaranteed success. Let's move on to the next and the final point. Let's say you already have data in some other system, Excel sheets or folders or some other systems, right? You wonder, oh my God, wait a minute, how do I transfer all this data into the new SmartMatchApp? I love SmartMatchApp, I want to use it, but how do I transfer all this data? Well, we will help you. We have done it hundreds of times. We transfer data from all kinds of systems. If you go into the YouTube channel, you will see how our interviewees, our clients are saying that they were using something and we transferred for them all the data, including photos, files, preferences, everything. We help you transfer the data. We help you set up the system. We help you get started with SmartMatchApp and becoming more and more productive. Thousands of matchmakers all around the world use it, love it. Join the crowd, join our YouTube channel, join our community. Work smarter. Get a free demo below today, 100% guarantee, money back. Even we don't even charge you before you are set up, literally. So start today. It takes hours or a couple of days, depends how complex your setup is, and you can be running the most modern, #1 matchmaking technology in the world today for your business, connecting people, creating relationships, making money as well, creating value and making revenue and profits. And that's beautiful thing. So stick around. Come to us with any questions. I hope to see you around. Maybe one of our interviews soon on YouTube. We can do an interview together and talk about your success story. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you around.